Men ultimately qualify themselves not just based off of one criteria. We know that women judge us by our ability to earn.
True. Resources.
We know that there's so many other things that factor into whether or not we are or we aren't. That's just real. Women will be 300 fucking pounds and telling me that they are 10. I don't even know a man that will sit there and tell you that he a 10. I don't know one guy in real life that will ever tell you that.
Well, to be fair, Anton, that's not really
I looked up the
man's
stats,
thing.
and the average black woman is 5'4", 187. That's a husky bitch. That's husky as fuck.
Shut up.
I got a cookie for you, Quinn. Now listen. What I was gonna say is I wanted to say that what I did agree with Anton with is I do believe that people should get married earlier. I don't think waiting helps anything. It just spreads you thinner.
That's not the question. That wasn't the question.
So, I mean, it's better to marry earlier than later.
Can I finish what I was saying?
I agree that what she said in the clip was not.
But
I saw. No, it's Trigger. Trigger don't listen to nobody. She just keep talking.
Trigger, let Carrie answer.
What wasn't with the trigger? It wasn't just you. It was also them.
People that really need to come out to the meetups and see what everybody look like in real life.
I can't point to answer.
People need to come. Carrie, I'm about to let you rock. People need to come to the meetups and see what people look like in real life.
That might have been the train. Sorry, y'all.
Go ahead, Carrie.
He needs to be at the
my point was, I think that we talk about too much superficial stuff as it relates to this. Like, to me, when you first asked, what does a woman deserve? I'm not thinking 6 figures, his height, what he looks like. I'm thinking about personality. I am thinking about security. I am thinking about safety. I'm thinking about that. But I'm like thinking of intrinsic things. I'm thinking of long-term things. I'm thinking of how's he gonna be as a father. I'm thinking of how's he gonna. So I think that the way that we even attack the conversation is very superficial. Now, that said, I do think that unfortunately, because of the way that the online culture has gone, that people do choose for those purposes. So because of that, yes, I do think that women's expectations are definitely unrealistic, but that's why I said I think it's because it's not grounded in much. People really don't know why they want to get married or what that's about or what the role of the man really is and what the role of the woman really is. And if somebody else agrees with, like, all of those types of things, you don't really hear as much conversation about that.
I wanted to say that the other guy who was on here, he had a really good point about not paying for any dates until he knew the woman. Like, he would talk to her for 3 months before he take her out. I think more men would be successful with that. I think that is the issue, because they are so afraid of not knowing this woman. When you actually focus on her personality, when you actually focus on if y'all are having enjoying each other's conversation, and then you can ask these questions about, oh, well, what do you think about, marriage, and what do you think about what the woman should do and what the man should do? Like, y'all need to have these core conversations and find out who you're dating before you even go out, and you will not be taking a chance. You will not be, quote unquote, losing money or gambling your fortune if you create a fortune, if you just focus on a woman, really like her, really care about what she's saying, and get to know her before you even take her out. Like, that's why I don't feel sorry for these guys who have taken out women who were the 10s or whatever, and they didn't get much out of it. And so now they're like, oh, well, all women want to do is take our money. I don't feel sorry for them, because what they were trying to do, they were trying to impress the woman so that she can give them the box.
Your argument is stupid as fuck.
That they didn't get what they, quote unquote, paid for. It's not about that. At the end of the day, you need to be caring about who the woman is and get to know her. And if you actually build a relationship with her for 3 weeks before you even take her on a date, you would already be able to mark her off and not.
That's not true.
Money.
This whole
shut
the fuck up! Shit! I feel like you just keep talking.
Dang!
I'm good. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. Sorry.
Jesus.
That was a lot.
This whole argument about like y'all don't leave up. Humans fucking change their minds. You'll be married to a motherfucker for 30 years and be like, I don't fucking like you no more, and you leave. What is this whole vet the right
That's
person?
an
You vet wrong.
Have you talked to anybody who left their marriage and said, I left because I changed my mind?
Yes,
you do not know, and you are making assumptions off stupid numbers that have nothing.
I've heard
to do
that before.
with
yes, I don't like
it
this
is
nigga no more.
crazy to go off of statistics of people that you don't
nothing.
even
I don't
know.
like this nigga no more. I'm leaving.
Build a relationship with somebody to see if y'all have any common interests and actually like each other. Other people and their statistics have nothing to do with that, and y'all are sitting here scared of statistics instead of actually getting out here and getting to know women, and that's where y'all fall
What
short.
are we scared of again?
We scared of.
I mean, you got a good point. Get out there.
That don't even
go outside, like these young kids are saying. Go touch the grass. Go outside.
A lot of times people just be talking. The fact of the matter is, and when we get back down to it, most of these women, I think that they're unrealistic, and that's one of the reasons why they can't. They by themselves. I think, and y'all not helping it.
And men are delusional and scared, and that's why they're by themselves because they're focusing on their career and they're not dating right now because they're tired of spending money and not getting pussy. That's what it is.
Anton, what do you think is realistic?
I be getting so thrown off by some of the stuff you be saying.
Me?
No, by Trigger. I think that what's realistic for a 197-pound woman that is 30 with a baby, you know what I'm saying, is
So we're being specific on the type of woman and asking what they deserve. We're not.
Are we talking in general, women? Women in general?
I don't know. Are we talking about the 197 baby mama?
Because I'm trying to figure out what the average woman is. I think that
she's a black woman. Anti don't think she deserves anything.
Let's just go here. She's black. She got a cute face. She's educated. She's single. She has one kid. What do you think she deserves?
To go back with her baby daddy.
Okay, baby daddy don't want her.
Or he's dead.
Or he's in jail. I'm just saying, these are real scenarios. What do they deserve? What do you think? You said you said we're unrealistic. I'm asking you. So what is realistic for the average educated, cute face, nice in a way, single woman with one kid? What does she deserve? Baby daddy don't want. Baby daddy don't got me.
That's not what they look like.
Baby mamas ain't
cute.
What
they look like.
What you mean?
They don't have slim waists like that.
It's a lot
you only know
fat
baby mamas.
Beautiful single mothers who are
so you only know fat single mothers.
The average woman out there is they 200 plus.
187.
Where you be at? They be real thick over there in Detroit.
I go to every single state. I travel to all of them. They all look the same. They got a middle part bust down. They drive.
I know you be in Cali, and they do not be fat over there. The girls in Atlanta, they are nice and tight. They are liposuction and BBL
ain't
down.
even no black women down in Miami like that. There ain't even no black women down there.
It's black women everywhere.
No, they not. They there visiting and they going back home. They don't live down in Miami.
I'm gonna have property in Miami, so I'm gonna be down there in a minute. So
the thick madams.
I'm gonna be married. So I'm gonna be taken.
Anton love Miami.
But Anton, answer the question. What does that woman deserve? What's a realistic expectation?
No, if she that, she don't deserve nothing. Her man is in jail? Hell no. She don't deserve nothing.
Okay, the man passed away.
I don't believe anybody deserve anything. I think you get what you earn. I don't think she deserved nothing.
Wait, okay, so then why ask us the question, what do we deserve? I basically said the same thing earlier.
I said,
We
what do
deserve
y'all
whatever,
think that they deserve?
right? And I said whatever they deserve. In other words, saying whatever you earn. It's up to you. You decide what you deserve because you decide what your value is. So
That's
based
not
on how
true.
you see, so based on how you value yourself
That's
is
not true.
what you're deserving. Okay. That's your opinion. I'm just
The
sharing
market
mine.
sets the value, not you. You can think that's not how it works.
I mean, in a, I
Because
guess
ain't
in a
nobody
broad
buying
space,
you $100,000
I
and you ain't
guess
worth it.
I guess in a broad space, sure, but nobody else can determine my value. Only I can do that.
That's
Nobody
not
else
true.
can
That's
determine.
not
Not
true.
Nobody
true.
else
That's
can
not true.
determine. No, you can have an opinion on what you think I
No, I
deserve,
determine that shit. Men
no,
determine
you
women's
don't.
value. Yes.
No,
No, no,
it
no.
don't
Everybody determines
because our
everybody
value
else's
is not
value.
connected. But our value
Everybody,
is not connected to if we have a man or not. That is not how value is determined. I can't determine your value. I can have an opinion on it. I can maybe say, Quentin, you're not quite 6 feet. You're not making enough
I am
money.
6 feet though.
Or whatever. I
No,
don't
you're
know. I
not.
don't know you like
Yes,
that.
I am.
No,
Give
you're
or
not.
take a
Which
few
I know
inches.
I know you aspire to be. I
He's
know
5'10".
that's how I know that's how you
You
that's how
you
you
can lie in your
identify.
license. They don't measure
You
you
could
shit.
have
I know that's how
kept
you
pregnancy and
identify.
been
but
extra
He
smart.
hold on,
identifies as a
hold
6 foot
on,
person.
Trigger.
All I'm saying is that okay, go ahead.
Fuck you.
No. Listen, but that's fine. You could say, okay, Quentin, I'm not feeling you. But if you say I'm not feeling you, but another girl say I am feeling him, right? And out of 10 women, 5 of them is feeling him, then the market is determining that his value is whatever it is that it is, right? The market is based
Okay.
off of what other people is based off of what other people is willing to pay for it, is what other people is willing to sacrifice for you, right? And so that's what determines the value of people. We don't determine our own. Now you can increase your value, right? By
We do determine our
I'm gonna
value.
be honest with you.
What can I ask you a quick
I don't
question?
think that the main problem for women is the and thing that they inherently born with. I think that one of the problems is that the fundamentals aren't even there. A lot of these women, they teeth not brushed,
What
and
what type of
no,
women you be around, man?
there's a
You
lot
be
of
around fat girls
look.
that don't brush their
Let
teeth?
me be honest with you. A lot of these
Oh my
chicks,
God.
I'm telling you, so many different women, they lips is
Where you
black
be at,
because they
Anton?
smoke. They lips is black because they smoke all day.
What type of
Like
women you be around, man?
it's some fundamental controllables that they're not controlling that they then go online and say they got tattoos on their fucking face and shit. All of them be having lip piercings and all kind of dumb shit and stuff.
This
It's
what you
like,
pay attention to.
no, this is what I see. And so when I see the average
Because
and
of what
all
you
of them
that's what you
following
see,
each
because
other,
that's what you pay attention to.
when I see the average woman out here and they are like that, they have on waist trainers and it just
They
is
got
what
on
it
waist trainers.
is.
These niggas be wearing waist trainers too. These niggas be getting lipo. Shoot. They laying on
Wow.
the table now these days too. But
That very well may be
what I'm
true.
what
But
I
we're not
wanted to
talking
say,
about men right now. We're talking about women.
right. But wait, but let me ask you this. So because you made a good point. You said if 5 out of the 10 women come up to Quinn and they feel him, the market has valued him as high or attractive or whatever. But what I'm saying is that had none of those women out of 10 chose Quentin,
Mm-hmm.
would he then say, you know what, my value is down now. I
Correct.
should
Yes.
think less of myself
Yes.
100%.
because none of these people,
Yes.
100%.
oh,
Yes.
okay.
And
I
men
don't
would hold
believe
him
that.
accountable. Listen, it was a man that came up on my show. Quentin, you
That's
was there.
very,
The
I
guy
don't
that came
know.
up on my show the other day.
That nigga
And
didn't
he
have
came
a
up there,
haircut. That nigga didn't brush his teeth.
and what did I hold on? And what did I say to him?
He said, "Get yourself together, nigga."
Agree with
I
that.
went the fuck off on him, and I said, man, you look
I
like a
just
piece
don't
of
know
shit.
if I can agree.
I told him straight up to his face. I said, man, you look like a piece of shit, and you can control some controllables. Go brush your teeth, go get your haircut, iron your shirt, get your life together, And I just went off on him.
I ain't
But
mad
you
at
know what
that.
he said? You know what he said? He said, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna get it together. And the next time I get up here, I'm gonna have my life together. Men make the adjustment. Women always fight you on it.
Right,
No, my value is what it is that I say my value is. No, men just take the they take the ass whooping and they make the adjustments and they let it improve their life. And that's the difference. That is the true difference between men and women.
Okay. So you're talking about physical, but I was just talking about how, hold on one second. No, that's trying. I was just talking about the value of self. I wasn't really talking about what's on the external.
Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing. The
Okay.
value is what people are willing to look. When you go on a job interview, it don't matter.
So everybody else determines your value, Anton. So people you don't know, they determine your value.
Correct. That is
Majority of
absolutely
people,
correct.
I think it's true, but do you think the majority of people think you're gorgeous, Anton?
It doesn't matter. All we need is one. You just need one person.
Absolutely. When I show up,
but if
you
you
need
see
one
one
to value you, you need one.
Let's be clear. And
right. Exactly.
You see the level of reception. You see how many people show up for me. When I show the fuck up, and this is just a facts. When I show the fuck up, people like, oh my God, I gotta I gotta be in the room with this motherfucker. And that's not a cap. That's real. That's real life. When I walk in the room fucking stop. That's all it is. End of discussion.
Cap.
That's a fact. No, it ain't cap, nigga. And you know it's true. You know it's fucking true. When I stand on the bar or when I stand on the bench and I say cut the fucking music, I have something to say. That shit stop and everybody stop and they pay attention. That's the truth.
Yeah, but isn't it your event that they do that at?
No, it's don't matter what city I go to. That's the way that it is.
But that's an unfair example because you're talking about
it's the market.
You're talking about something that you go to. You're talking about your meetups, right?
Correct, 100%.
Right. So if you have a meetup and you get up on
nobody
the table,
has to show up for.
If you have a meetup and you get up on the bar or the table and you say everybody stop, they're gonna stop because it's your meetup.
But the market is still determined by who to listen. Anybody could say, "Hey, listen, I'm about to go and have a meetup." How many people gonna pack that fucking place out?
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you just said about stopping the room. And I'm just saying, if the room is there for you, then that makes sense that it's gonna stop.
What difference will it make? The point is that my value is determined by the market. That's the whole.
Well, I agree with the value of. I agree with the values determined by the outside people. I'm talking about what you just said, though. But I agree with that.
If people fly in from all over the country to see you, what does that mean about your value?
Your value is substantially high. You're adding that your value.
You give other people honor. Your character and your hard work has gotten you to a point where you have mad respect on all sides. Your market, what you build, what you teach people, that is all encompassing of why people look up to you, why they adore you, and why they do what they do. But what I said was, outside of knowing you, if somebody knew nothing about you and just saw you, and I think you're not a bad looking guy, but you next to Michael B. Jordan, other women are not going to call you gorgeous, but you have that idea about yourself.
You're pushing it a little bit.
Because
listen, you're pushing it a little bit.
Determine your value, not other people. That was the point.
That's not true.
You pushing it a little bit, but I am gorgeous.
You're so fucking stupid.
You say you was gorgeous, and I agree.
I
think everybody is beautiful and gorgeous and should think they're a 10. I think that about everyone. I think that's called confidence.
I think it's called delusion.
No.
I think it's a what do you call it? It's a deflection. It's just a major deflection of men who can't take accountability to try to point the problem at women who think that they're, a 10 when that man thinks that they're not a 10. So that's the biggest problem we have. That's not the biggest problem. That's the point is at the end of the day, getting in relationships and staying in relationships and respecting each other and understanding how to communicate. It has nothing to do with me or whatever girl that you think is a 5 thinking she's a 10. That is not the problem. But that's what y'all try to point at, and it's BS at the end of the day. That's not the problem. If I think I'm a 10,
Jesus,
how does that affect? If all big girls thought they were 10, how does that make the dating market works. Oh, now you can't use them for a fuck because they're not finna just open their legs because they're at the bottom of the barrel to you. So now you're suffering because you can't have more people just to discard and fuck. That's basically what that shit is saying if you look at the bigger picture.
I think it's more that you can't overrate yourself and what you bring to the table and then complain also in the same breath that you're not able to find someone. Because you have to, when you're looking for someone, when you're looking for a partner and you're looking for what qualities you want in them, if you find a man with those qualities, okay, that's cool. But now what value, if he already has those qualities, what qualities that he doesn't have that you're going to bring to the table to balance that out?
If he likes me and I like him and we get along and we have good conversation and all the other things and we like each other a lot, everything you just listed doesn't matter because we are two different people than all the other millions of people in the world and we like each other. So whatever we
got going
on, that's what's going to determine our success.
How old are you talking about liking somebody? If you like me and I like you, nigga, how old are you?